The period of civil war has ended. In the aftermath of the Battle of Sistu, the rebels have overthrown the evil galactic monarchy and in its place established the just and benevolent Federated Alliance. It's definitely an improvement and totally not a lateral move. Now, to restore diplomatic relations between systems, the Federated Alliance has deployed teams of ambassadors throughout the galaxy to bring a message of peace to every inhabited world. The pay is 6 kroons per hour, which seems sort of low, all things considered. In the farthest reaches of the Tremillion sector, a young farm boy named Pleck Decksetter embarks with his crew on his first assignment, a daring journey to the remote and mysterious Zix Quadrant. Aboard the starship, the Bargarean Jade, they set out to explore astounding new worlds, discover their heroic destinies, and meet weird bug creatures and stuff. This is their mission, a mission to Zix.
People of Flurp, greetings. My name is Ambassador Pleck Decksetter of the Federated Alliance. We come bearing a message of peace and prosperity and togetherness and synergy and cooperation and synthesis and economic growth.
Ambassador Decksetter, have you misplaced your cards?
I went to the last one about disarming the guards, and I don't think I should do that right now.
No, that would be too soon.
So please, disarm your guards and share with us freely the great resources of the planet Flurp. Thank you, and all hail the Federated Alliance.
All hail the Federated Alliance.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
You come down to my planet, talk to me, the Kula of this planet.
What?
And you come down, oh, you don't even know what that is?
I mean,
Do you not know what a Kula is?
it's like king, right?
Ambassador Decksetter, I gave you a file to read.
It's actually a war chieftain. It's very different. Do you even know what synergy means?
I think I have a pretty good idea.
Tell me what it means right
I
now.
mean, synergy is like when you make your business go to the top,
No,
as far as
that is not what synergy is.
Where are you from?
well, we represent the Federated
No.
Alliance.
Where are you from?
From Rangus 6. It's a
Oh, okay.
farm planet.
Yeah, right. So you come all the way from Rangus 6
Yep.
to my planet.
Uh-huh.
And you think you can tell me what to do? This is the Zix Quadrant.
Yeah.
Do you know how things work in the Zix Quadrant?
I sort of...
If you bring a blaster, we bring an ion cannon. If you bring a laser pike, we bring a laser staff. If you bring a starship, we bring a bigger starship.
Well,
That's how it works in the Zix Quadrant.
Okay, we don't have any guns, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, all right.
What is a laser pipe?
It's a
Some
modifier.
sort of a long stick with a laser.
Yeah, it's a
Does the laser shoot out of it?
No, it's purely a
same.
hand-to-hand weapon.
Yeah, the droid is correct. Ambassador Decksetter, give me one good reason why my honor guard cannot obliterate you in this moment.
Oh, you know what? I got this. Dar, please present him with our Federated Alliance gift.
You think this is our one good reason?
I mean, it's pretty.
Ambassador Decksetter, I strongly advise you to reconsider this course of action.
This, my friend, is an official Federated Alliance koozie.
What is this?
What keeps a hot beverage hot? It keeps a cold beverage cold.
When would I use this for a hot beverage? This is a hot, humid planet. When would I ever use this?
I guess.
Well, it's great for cold beverages.
Guards, open fire.
Okay, go, let's go, guys, run! Run! Get in, close the door! Bargie, get us out of here right now!
That was fast. That's all right.
It didn't go well. It really went to shit. We just need to get out of the blaster range.
Okay, alright, you know how I told you I needed time, so everything's gonna be done slowly, okay?
I get that. I'm sorry.
Gosh, I have this one day for myself, and it's making it all about you.
Ambassador Decksetter, I regret to inform you we have an incoming transmission from Junior Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy.
Okay. Hey, Nermut.
Hello.
What's shaking, Nermy?
What's shaking is a big stack of paperwork.
What? No, come on. Listen, I'm sorry. I know that mission didn't go the way that we wanted it to, but it's fine now.
There's
We're off the
no
planet.
question on the form which is satisfactorily answered by the statement, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So here we go. Because Security Officer Dar was shot in a very questionable way,
Okay.
now we all get to fill out some forms.
I'm sorry. Dar, you were shot?
By you.
Oh, boy.
In pushing his way out of the Grand Kula's palace, Ambassador Decksetter caused a energy rifle to misfire and strike Security Officer Dar.
I'm sorry, did you pull the rifle out of the hands of an enemy? Because none of you were issued weapons.
I would describe it more as a blind panic.
Okay. There were a lot of weapons going off, and it really could have been any of us.
All right, Ambassador Decksetter, please state your name and position.
Pleck Decksetter, Ambassador.
Great. And please state your mission on the planet Flurp.
To establish diplomatic relations between the Federated Alliance and the people of Flurp.
And how would you rate the success of that mission? On a scale from 0 to 10.
I don't know, like a 3 or 4?
0.
Okay, probably a 0.
That is correct.
Wow, a 3 or a 4?
Ambassador Decksetter, had you only read my preparatory file on this planet, you would know that the easiest way to gain a Kula's respect would be to fight him in single combat.
Well, I obviously wasn't going to be able to succeed at that.
The point is not to succeed. Had he pounded you into dust, you would have earned his respect.
Certainly would have earned mine.
All right, skipping down. How many members of your own crew did you shoot?
Okay, now we're just
I'm gonna
being...
give that a 1.
That's not an actual question, but we know the answer, right?
Okay, yes.
Great.
Are we sure that it wasn't just a random...
Would you like to watch the incident?
Let's watch the tape.
Replaying now. And right there, you can see
Okay,
yourself
yeah.
press the trigger.
You know what? I messed up, and we all make mistakes, and I don't think we need to fill out any more forms.
Unfortunately, what you think about the forms is pretty immaterial at this point. Dar, state your full name? Oh, okay.
Let's just keep it with Dar.
Great. And your position?
The muscle.
Dar, could you please explain why in your role as security officer you did not offer more security in this situation?
I could have if I had had a gun.
Okay, I mean, you're not going to have weapons. You were hired because you could approach the chieftain, you could hug him in and squish him against some of those, like, chest talons and make his organs pop out of his body. And
I really thought I was hired because you really liked me.
I'm fond of you. It's not why you were hired for your position, necessarily, but you were...
And Nermy, if you would just let me have a gun, the next time Pleck tries to shoot me, I can kill him.
That seems extreme.
We've found through research that if teams of ambassadors arrive visibly armed, it doesn't necessarily do well for the cause of the Federated Alliance.
It doesn't have to be visible. I can hide the gun.
To be fair, Dar has a lot of flaps. What would you call the features of your body where you might hide a gun?
I guess what a Tellurian would call my genitalia.
Oh.
I can fit anything up there.
Your personnel file lists a couple of chutes in your body.
Those are out. Those are outgoing.
Oh, outgoing chutes. Noted.
The flaps are ingoing.
Great. We'll update the file.
File is updated.
I mean, Nermut, if you ever wanted to try it out for yourself.
I'm busy in the evenings. C-53.
Yes, Junior Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy.
Name, classification, rank, and summary of mission.
C-53, Protocol and Diplomatic Relations Droid. Mission objective, establish diplomatic relations with planet Flurp. Mission status, failure. Is that sufficient, Junior Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy?
You don't have to say the junior every time.
I do have to say Junior Missions Operations Manager. There are 3 classifications
I know.
of Missions Operations Manager.
I know.
Yours is the lowest. Above Junior Missions Operations
I
Manager
know what
are
is a
Missions Operations Manager and Senior Missions Operations
Obviously,
Manager.
I know that, and I will be both of those in the future. So
Do you now understand why I have to say Junior Missions Operations
I honestly
Manager?
don't.
I will prepare a report that perhaps will help you understand this in the future.
You know what? You can go hang out with my dad, who has to say junior every time too, okay? Never mind.
Failing to draw relevance from statement.
C53, I just want to make sure that you are recording all of these interactions. The videos you provided have been very useful in establishing the degree to which Pleck royally jumped up.
I can confirm I am streaming all of this information to Federated Alliance Council Compound number 5 at all times.
Okay, so we don't necessarily need to stream this bit.
It is against my specifications to suspend stream at any time. Have I answered all of your questions?
Sure.
The tone of your voice indicates that there are questions remaining that you wish to ask.
Nope.
Very well.
Bargie, please state your full name and your position.
Bargarean Jade, the ship of
Right.
stars, of
Okay.
memories,
All right.
of fame. Once used to be the most thriving ship in all of the galaxy.
All right, we have a character limit.
But now it's just a broken down, out and about ship taking these misfit losers to who knows where.
Okay.
All right.
Do you
Bargie.
know the people who used to be inside of me? Lecrae Lacrosse, Jacob Moran, Ginger Narar,
You
Ava Galorga.
know Jim Generar?
Oh, I knew him very well. He used to sit on that stoop that you're sitting in right now, and he used to say to me, Bargie, you're the ship dreams are made of. And then he died.
Right there?
Right
on that
there.
stoop?
Yes, famously Jim Nerard died aboard the Bargarean Jade.
Wow.
I used to be the most famous ship. I used to make movies. I used to walk the red carpet, but from the sky.
Okay.
They used to make remake movies about me with other lesser-known ships.
All right, Bargie. Bargie, what is the recommended speed for an evacuation of this type?
Fast.
Yes, that's one way to say it. How fast did you go?
Okay, first of all, let me just defend
That's not
myself.
a speed.
I was on a break. I was chatting up another local ship. Do you guys ever hear of the Henry Buckaloo ship? He's broken down. He used to be big back in the day. We were texting back and forth.
A break
recently.
is
I
not
heard he
a
was
thing that
nearby.
ships...
Hey, it's not my fault they messed up.
Yes, this is all my fault. I get it.
All right. I have a lot of paperwork to file. Hang tight. I will be back.
Okay.
Attention, this is Rebel Leader Rolfus Tittle with an important announcement to anyone listening. Support for the rebellion against the lame Federated Alliance comes from Audible. It's honestly kind of boring here on the Rebel base, and the only way we survive the tedium is by listening to entertaining audiobooks from Audible. Whether it's emptying a septic pit or a 50-hour shift, no lookout tower, there's no task that can't be made exciting by a thrilling audiobook performance. Honestly, the last book I listened to made me feel just as much as when I was shot through my arm with a laser rifle, but, in a good way. Audible has the largest, I repeat, the largest library and the most exclusive content, and you gotta check out this deal. Start a free 30-day trial on Audible, and your first audiobook is free. I repeat, your first audiobook is free. Just visit audible.com/Zyxx, ZYXX. Hear that? A free trial and a free audiobook? Yeah, that's the type of deal we're all about here at the Rebellion. That's audible.com/Zyxx. Do it now. Rebel Leader out.
Ambassador Decksetter, I have an incoming transmission from Junior Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy.
All right, here we go.
Okay, so I've got the paperwork in, and the word is it's not technically the worst mission that's been
Hey,
logged.
that's great.
So
What's the worst mission that's been logged?
there was a ship that exploded in the hangar.
That's bad.
Now that's a 0. Huh?
On a scale? You mean on the scale?
On a scale from 1 to...
Ambassador Decksetter, it seems cruel to give a number to these poor members of the Federated Alliance
I
who
was
lost
dead.
their
I'm
lives.
dead.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's another person on my ship.
What?
There's another thing on my ship. I'm sorry. When we signed the lease between each other, you said only 3. Why is there 4?
There is supposed to only be 3.
I'm afraid Bargie is correct. There are 3 life forms and 1 droid aboard the ship.
Here.
Where?
Here. It's me.
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm the daughter of the Grand Kula.
You're the Kulata.
I am.
Are you kidding me?
I'm a Kulata.
Oh,
You
boy.
abducted a
No,
princess?
listen, this was a mistake.
Well,
What?
I'm actually the war chieftain's daughter. It's not a royalty. What the juck is happening right now?
Listen, I am so sorry. I don't know how you got on this ship, but we got into a sort of an argument with your father, and we had to make a hasty exit. So
Why didn't you fight him?
I tried, but I sort of hit my security officer.
Yeah, he
instead.
prefers to fight people who work with him.
Ambassador Decksetter, you were not at any point fighting. You were running away.
We've talked about that a lot, and I know you're correct technically, but I would just when history is written, we'll say, look, there was an altercation, I shot someone, and that's all we really need to say about it.
Why would the historians of the future not just use my video record of the events?
Okay,
Wow, when you zoom in like that.
It almost looks like you turned to aim the gun at Dar.
Excuse me.
Oh, right.
The only reason I came here is because I saw the Bargarean Jade.
Oh my, that's so nice of you.
You know her from the movies?
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a long time ago.
They're the silent ones, the ones with talking. They're all amazing.
You want a signature? I can. You know what? You want some gas?
Yeah, oh my, yes.
All right.
Bargie, do not eject gas inside the ship again.
The Bargarean Jade has covered the Kulata in a thick stream of her own gas.
Oh, this is the Bargarean Jade's gas. I cannot.
There you go, sweetheart. A little bit of me for you.
None of my friends are gonna believe this.
You want to take a picture inside of me?
Oh
Come
my,
on.
can I?
There we go.
Oh my, this
Do
is
it.
gonna be so amazing because honestly, when my father comes with all his warships, you'll be obliterated. But
Wait,
this
what?
is amazing. This is the exact control panel from Ship Please.
Now you remember you're a real fan. That's a true fan.
Ship Please, you guys don't even know what Ship Please meant to me. Because I'll be honest with you, Bargie, I was going through a really tough time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't even that there was anything really happening.
Yeah.
But I was just more like, what?
What? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what?
What?
And my friends were like,
What?
but you have every... Shut up!
Shut up.
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell you this, my father will pull out your entrails and floss with them.
What? Why? Your dad doesn't need to kill us. We're the good guys, okay? We're the Federated Alliance.
Wait, who the juck is the Federated Alliance?
I'm so glad you asked that. The Federated Alliance defeated the evil galactic monarchy in the Battle of Sistu. A team of rebels flew a fighter into this...
History is boring.
Oh.
It's boring.
Okay.
Juck you.
Okay.
Juck you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My father is going to destroy you.
Okay, we've established that.
You'll be the first to die. I will
What?
ensure
What?
that you will
What?
be the first to die.
I don't...
My father will rip you apart. He will rip you limb from limb.
Listen, can we just take you home? Can we just take you home?
What? I'm having a good time.
But I don't want your father to
But
kill
I'm
us.
having a good time.
He's having a good time.
Can someone, cover the Kulata's ears?
Creating a zone of silence.
I know this might sound harsh, but I think we should eject the Kulata into deep space.
What?
We can do that?
There's this loophole because there's honestly a lack of data on this particular species, so we don't technically know that she can't breathe out there.
Yeah, let's watch it. Bargie, let's open the hatch.
No, come on, Bargie. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, just close it.
You locked her outside the ship.
No, open it. Bring her back in. No, bring her back in. Hey, listen, sorry.
What? The jug.
I am so sorry.
What the jug?
There was a misunderstanding.
You ejected me into space.
Her own tears are frozen to her face.
I promise you this. First of all, I have 3 hearts. I promise by all 3 of them that my father will board the ship, destroy all of you.
Okay.
Destroy the pink one.
Okay.
Just really
is that me?
Yeah.
You're
You're
the
the
only
pink one. You're the only pink one.
I'm not even close to pink.
No. Destroy the pink one, burst him.
I wouldn't call myself pink.
You're pink enough.
I feel you
Of
to
all
be
of us in
pink.
here, you're the pinkest.
Okay, sure.
You're gonna be burst. You're just gonna be burst. My father will.
What does that mean?
He will puncture a small hole in you and fill you with air until you pop. And then take your entrails and like do a sensual dance with them
between his legs?
Yeah, between his legs.
Listen, Kulata, I'm sorry.
Shut up! I'm not done.
Calm down. Wait, I'm sure we can just talk this out.
And you, Bargarean Jade, just for the record, Shipley's 2 was a disaster.
Whoa.
It was a disaster. It was a crew grab. Shipley's 2 was a crew grab and everybody knew it. Everybody knew it.
Had a lot of integrity. You know what? I figured it out. Everyone, hey,
What?
you're a fan of mine, right?
Yeah.
You like my work, right?
Yeah.
You probably always wanted to be your own spaceship, right?
Yeah.
Now's your chance.
No, don't.
Be a spaceship. Oh, I'm a spaceship.
No.
I honestly do not know what form to fill out in this situation.
Junior Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy. As the Kulata exited the spacecraft of her own free will, it would seem we are not required to file a form.
You're welcome, Bargie. Yeah, wow. Oh, everyone's really saying it.
Man, Barge, I gotta say, she was a fan.
I know.
Big fan.
I know.
That was one of the purest uses of fame I've ever seen.
Not my first time,
You murdered
Your first time
murdered fans?
ejecting someone into space?
Why is that surprising to
I
you?
don't know why I'm surprised by that.
That was the log line of my 3rd movie.
Wow. Look at that frozen Kulata.
This is Rebel Leader Sisu Gundu with an important announcement. Please listen up. Support for the rebellion against the annoying Federated Alliance comes from ModCloth. When people locate our secret rebel base, which is rare, one of the first things they say is, "Wow, you are incredibly well-dressed rebels." Okay, here's our secret. We get our outfits from ModCloth. ModCloth is a source for unique women's fashion in a broad range of style for every season. Summer, fall, Zistarkatarn, etc. Unlike the criminals at the Federated Alliance, ModCloth believes that fashion is for every body, size, and shape. That's why their exclusive line of apparel is offered in a full-size range from extra small to 4X. Here's what you do. Go to modcloth.com, that's MODCLOTH.com, and enter promo code ZYXX, ZYXX, at checkout to get 30% off your order of $100 and more. Are you kidding me with this deal? Modcloth.com, promo code ZYXX. Make every day extraordinary at ModCloth. Do it for the rebellion.
Hey everyone, not the greatest news. Just received orders that this ambassador team is suspended until further notice.
Without pay?
Over and out.
Without pay.
Guys, look.
Ambassador Decksetter, incoming transmission from Junior Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy.
Hello.
Good news. Suspension lifted. Apparently they are of arbitrary length.
Oh. That...
Could have been years.
Wait, they're just a different length every time?
Yeah, it's a randomizer.
Does this mean we get to go on another mission?
Absolutely.
Then let's do it.
Buckle up.
I gotta dump some gas.
Wait, why?
Why do you have to... That's the way you move.
Yeah, isn't that important to you?
How do you think I keep this figure? I mean, come on. Alright, till and over, don't forget.
Red IT5 credits and attributions droid commencing outro protocol. Ambassador Pleck Decksetter was played by Alden Ford. C-53 diplomatic relations and protocol droid was played by Jeremy Bent. Security Officer Dar was played by Allie Kokesh. Bargie the ship was played by Moujan Zolfaghari. Junior Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy was played by Seth Lind. The Grand Kula and the Kulata were both played by Winston Noel. Mission to 6 is recorded at Braund Studios in Greenpoint, Brooklyn by engineer Shane O'Connell. This episode edited by Alden Ford with sound design and mixed by Shane O'Connell. Music by Brendan Ryan. Opening crawl narration by Jeremy Crutchley. Ship design for the Bargarean Jade by Eric Geusz. Mission to 6 is brought to this galaxy by Audio Boom. Thanks, Audio Boom. Have a question for the crew? They have email. Send an email to crew@missionto6.space.
You locked her outside the ship.
No, open it. Bring her back in. No, bring her back in. Hey, listen, sorry. What the juck? What the juck?